Kia ora and welcome to another playthrough of the Daily Flight and Sparrow Warfare, the upcoming game from Neon Aurelius. I'm Sweet Tunes and I like playing computer games, and in particularly I like playing betas, I like play testing, I like helping developers find the kinks and the bugs before the game gets released. And I've been away for a little bit, been on holiday, and back to the formal launch of the demo. So this is available for you to play. Go check out the Steam links below. Have a go, have a playthrough, then come over to the Discord and tell us what you think. It's a great way of influencing the game and just getting to know the creators better. So going into the daily flights, so the demo actually has a tutorial as well, so it helps you step into the game itself, and you can play through the normal game levels on both the, I'll show you this there, both the Way of Fire and the Way of Song. So you get to progress through the different levels and get to find out a little bit more about what the modifiers do. So that's a really good little tip as well. And then the daily flight where we jump in, compete on the leaderboard. So today we're in the Way of Song, and this is, as I've talked about previously, this is where we try and build up song on the birds as they come out. This then can be turned into glitter bombs, or to attack the boss, or if we need it, defense for ourselves. And the modifiers that we are playing with today, we've got Tit for Tit, which I really like. You get a duplicate of every single wild tile that comes out, which can occasionally can stack your hand. You've got to be careful about not ending up with a hand that is 100% wild tiles, because you then can't play them. But on the whole, really useful, and actually quite fun if we look at some of the boss wild tiles, because getting 2 copies of those is incredibly valuable. We've got Magnificent, so we start with 7 wild tiles of our way. Now those ones don't get duplicated, those just come out singly because it doesn't count as a new wild tile, but it's still a really helpful kickstart. And one of my favourites, which is Pumper Run. So we get our basically a permanent pumper run buff. What this gives us is that every time a tile gets destroyed, we get a new one gets created in its place, which can be incredibly handy if we get a hand that's full of smoke tiles that get destroyed at the end of your turn, or when the poacher comes in because he destroys tiles as some of his attacks, which means you can get rid of your useless or low value tiles and get some nice ones, hopefully, in return. So without any further ado, let's jump in. So we've got our standard 1, 3, 4 of defense and attack. We've got our Way of Song. This is our one shot. It means that we only play it once, but that gives us our Way of Song tiles. We've got Hum, which as a buff, it only lasts 1 round, which is a bit sad, but it's really useful. It means that we can build up song on our birds and then keep it for the next round. Very useful if we've got a handful of song but none of things like our Disco Fiasco or our Crescendo, that allows us to attack either the boss or the birds. We've got Coloratura. I should be able to say that, I'm a musician. This is cool, and I've not actually had a chance to play this one yet. You attack a random opponent with twice their song value. So could be frustrating if you've got some birds with low or no song value on them. So how I'd be looking to play this is either making sure everybody's got a lot of song on them, or playing this out when we've only got a couple of birds or just the end boss, and getting that. So it says random, but if you've only got one opponent on the screen, then it's a random 1 of 1. Right, and we've got our, I like our stereo, multiply the song values by 2. Could be very nice if tied in with coloratura, but with stereo we have to be careful not to use it too much, because every time we use it, it attracts a slot hog to our hand and we can't get rid of those easily. Right, let's jump in. Ooh, so we've got three birds out at the start. That's interesting. It's going to make some of our later play potentially challenging. Want to try and avoid being hit by them, so we'll start off with a 1, 2, and 3. Now, I don't think much of having these two ones uh, without having a further run to go with them. I'm going to also get rid of the low level defense because I can now do a 2, 3 and a 4, get my way of song out, and hopefully get a lot of song tiles, potentially even another bird out to attack. Okay. Not brilliant in terms of, again, not getting a lot of song tiles out there, or even anything to do with them. Again, get rid of those low value, but just get a decent amount of defense. So I don't have to worry about Howl or Bridget, and we'll just end that and hopefully get some good. Brilliant. So we've got our hum, so we can keep the song value until the next round, which bit of a gamble. Let's hope that we get our extra birds coming through. Not extra birds, what stuff to do with the song. And at this point, I am also going to use that. Ooh, actually, no, changing that. Not going to use the double the song because I might get more song out next turn. Well defended against. Howl Bridges got frozen because her song value is over her hit points. Yeah. Glad I kept that double. So, well, I'm just going to use that low value Peacock's Pride. So we've got so hopefully we won't actually don't need the defense from Peacock's Pride, because as I add extra to the song, then the crescendo I was supposed to multiply the song values first. That was stupid. Well, I'll have to save that for another time. So that's what happens when I talk and play and don't focus 100% on what I'm doing. But fortunately, I am defended, so don't have to worry too much about the beat. Okay. Right, unfortunately, that mistake potentially making this a little bit harder. 28, and we only need 24 from the beaking king pigeon, so we are safe there, but sad that I'm not going to get the chance to take out possibility before it turns into chance. Now, build up some of that defense. And what I want to do is take out the bake, which I can do with the attack, but I need a bit more help from my bird friends. Well, don't particularly need extra solos, but they may come handy in later rounds, so I'll turn them down. And again, just get rid of the low value. Keep the 2 and the 4 because I might get the 3 to go in the middle, or another wild tile that can go in. Okay, again, this is what I want, that disco fiasco. So I shall start off with there. I will, it's only a low amount, but we'll still add 6 to everybody's song value. And now I can just build up that. Don't really need the defense, but this time I will play the stereo properly. And that's a slot hog coming in, but that's hit the beekeeper for 120, which is not bad. And hopefully we'll get some good attack tiles. Not really. I'm actually going to get rid of 2 of these solo tiles because at most I would need 1 of them at this point. And I like Swooperoni. I like Swooperoni a lot, particularly if I start this at the start of a run. So we're still going to take out King Pigeon, but everybody else is going to get hit for 50 now. I don't have to worry about the defense, and I can just get rid of the low value tiles and just focus on the beekeeper. So I need a defense of 8. Hey, we'll get another glitter bomb. I like glitter bombs, although I will need to build up the song to be able to use that. Oh, seeds. We will draw 3 more song tiles. Now, if I'm just playing with some maths here. Use that coloratura because double takes out the beekeeper. That was quite a handy use for that wild tile. And we've now got our level 5 of our tiles. Oh, nice to get one of my glitter bombs out straight away. Unfortunately, that's not a really useful hand because we can't actually defend against the fire. So at this point I'm going to just take that fire hit. Hopefully I won't regret that later. I wanted to see if I could get some more birds. Right. Just build up some song. That's going to freeze the Shrike because it will take Shrike over at hit points, and now I've got it's only a small glitter bomb, but it'll take out the Shrike and hopefully any other birds that come out this turn. Oh, brilliant. Because I know that Shrike and Kiki are going to get taken out this time, I don't actually need to worry about another bomb for this turn. Want to keep the hum because I'll lose both of those. So actually see how many birds and what their value is coming out now. So yeah, Featherfall will get taken out with this attack. Now, given I don't particularly want things that are going to reset song, so I'm going to discard those. We'll lose Featherfall and hopefully get a couple more birds this time. Just the Abyss. Oh, I need a defense of 24. Or I can freeze the Abyss, which is very useful. I'll do a 4, 5. Oh, 4, 5 and a 6. And this will keep the value, but won't do enough to take the Abyss down to 0. And let's see if we can get some... We can't get any more birds out. That's annoying. Okay. The coloratura does not reset song. So I've got a 50-50 chance of either taking out the Abyss for very little and only hitting the Falconer with 54, or I could hit the Falconer for 108 and then 108 again. We'll see which way that falls. Yeah, took out the Abyss. It was worth the gamble because 2 sets for 108 on the Falconer would have been very nice. And because the Falconer's going to wake up this turn anyway, I'm just going to hit with a bit of an attack while we don't have any birds blocking the way. Right, still don't have any birds blocking the way. That's nice. One of the things I'm going to need to get a hold of is something to get rid of fire as it comes through. Well, early bird, gives us the chance of deciding what tile we want to come out at the start of next round. I'm just going to do a couple of discards because not a huge amount of help here, and I want to completely fill my hand up. Right. Let's get some decent defense. 36, not quite enough. Don't need the pumper on buff, still got that one. I shall have a go at getting the worm and getting some more tiles to come out. Got the other getting the worm. Want something. Well, get a 6 attack. I really want something to get rid of that fire, because if I don't, then there's a risk that the next time the Falconer attacks with fire, I'm going to be low. But not much I can do here. And I'm starting to get to this point I was talking about before, where I've got a hand very full of wild tiles that are blocking me from using the suit tiles that I need to be able to play out those wild tiles. Yeah, here's the next set of the Falconer's Flame. So I'm going to just build up some song. I'm still going to need some defense because whatever I do, Coop Fear is going to still attack me. I'll have 9. That should do me there. So it's Frozen Buzz, and I shall attack them for their song value, which will take out Buzz completely. And then hopefully next round we'll get something that will let me deal with that fire. That's a shame. Glitter Bomb with absolutely no no song tiles. And Second Coming is immune to song. So what we really need here is to get some more attack tiles out. And don't really need the defense because I shall build up the glitter bomb for a couple of turns' time. Oh, not glitter bomb, the standard bomb. So just Admar, and Admar is our last of our birds. Actually, I'll do a 5, 5, and we'll just choose a tile to make sticky at this point. I'm going to make sure that I get a little drop at the start of next turn. That's got a little guarantee that that's going to come out in our next round. I'm still going to need some defense. Not quite enough. So we'll just play a bit of that song. And emptied our hand completely, so let's see what we get. Right, so our bomb's going to go off, which will take out Adamar. Therefore, there's no point in playing out these attack tiles. Can't do anything to avoid the Falconer, so we're going to again do a bit of diving to see. Okay, Home to Roost. Not quite as good as clearing out the fire completely, but it, at the very least, it's going to let me heal, because when we start getting 17 and 16 flame, it's going to add up really quite badly. Right, one more go. No further shake. Again, not a huge amount of help now, but yeah, so I first up absolutely need to heal. No, yes, do the healing and then build up a bit of defense. And guarantee that I'm drawing more defense tiles. Alright, a buff that's going to heal over multiple turns. Should hopefully keep us out of danger for another round, but it's still not great, particularly if I can't do my full defense. Okay. So adding 15 to song values. And then, no, I'm just going to discard these. Bit of a risk if the next tile that comes out is a wild tile. A little bit more. Draw some more tiles. And double that song value. Not particularly happy getting Sing Starling and then some really low value tiles here. There we go, bird bath. So remove that, and that will also create a smoke that all did nice stuff to us. Still not got quite enough to defend against the attack. But if so I'm gonna take the 2-point hit, because if I can get anything decent next turn, so lose my bonus for not defeating the boss. But if I now use the Colatura, probably could have used the Colatura last round. I can't remember if it was there or not. And our additional stronger tiles. Okay, so there's my glitter bomb that started right at the start. Just going to discard some of these. Draw 3 more song, and then Cacophony is immune to song. I forgot that. Oh, we need to build up defense. So I'll do it. We usually drop. Never mind. But I can decent defense coming in. Ooh. Rubicon is good, but with the hand that I've got, it's not brilliant. But we will keep song value and then refill the hand, and hopefully we'll get some decent defences. Or we'll get a second Rubicon. Now, useful there because we can draw out the... Oh, might even get the slot hog because it will head into the rest of the hand. All my opponents are frozen. Excuse me. So have another refill of our hand, our second Rubicon coming out. Hopefully get something in this one that I can do with all of this really nice song that I'm building. So I'll keep through for the next turn. Forgot I'm doing something nice with that song. Actually, at this point, I don't want to play that attack because I don't want to risk cacophony disappearing, and I don't need early bird, so I'm going to get rid of those to hopefully pull out some nice do stuff with song tiles. I'll start off with getting a second Superoni because that's going to take out all of the birds. Now at this point I would have liked to have had the wildtile that lets us get double from our bosses, but at least here I'll get 2 sets of earworms. So now I get to keep the song value at the end of the turn for 7 turns, which is going to make attacking the boss really nice. And I'm going to do the focus, so get rid of all of our low value song, because that'll destroy the 4 ones and create the additional tiles in my hand. Creating doubles of all of those tiles. Alright. I've got 6 opponents, so I want to make sure I've got enough space for 6 tiles. I'm just hoping here that I can actually get a attack the boss, but nope. We shall leave that. Get rid of the birds with bombs. Mother Claus is going to create a surprise if we don't do something with her. So now my glitter bomb comes in. So what I'll do here, we will attack for the double of there, and then we will glitter bomb, because that's going to be fully enough to take out the poacher. And
fly free, little sparrow.
Not quite under the 30 minutes. That's what happens when I'm talking too much. So yeah, fun little run. I like how Colatura plays as a wild tile. I'm going to have to investigate some more strategies with that one. So I hope you enjoyed that run through. Leave me a comment, let me know what you thought, let me know if there are any points where you were going, you made a mistake, or if I showed a tactic that you weren't aware of. And I will see you next time. Kia ora.